Hi friends, Lady Chan here. I am back with another reaction. Today I'm going to be pushing out a couple of them. I have been traveling for the last week or so. I've just been taking, different tattoo jobs and things like that. As I've told you guys, or for those of you that don't know, I am a full-time college student, a part-time tattoo artist, and I have a full-time remote job as well. For those of you that are in a similar or the same situation, we got to work our ass off to also make sure that we can do the things that are fun. So that is where I have been. So I wanted to get a couple reactions out today because I literally have been working so much and all I think about is the songs that you guys have suggested that I haven't heard yet, and I'm upset that I haven't heard them yet. So I'm gonna get started on those now. And as I'm sure you all know, DAX came out with a new song yesterday or a couple days ago. I'm very late. I have never heard DAX besides his feature on Black and White with Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. So this is gonna be my first time hearing a whole DAX song just solo. I did follow him on YouTube, so I did see the updates of like his YouTube video that for Eternity, he had to take it down and re-upload it because of some issue with the sound, and YouTube totally messed him up. So I'm excited to get into this one today. I don't really know anything about DAX, besides the fact that he's an amazing lyricist, an amazing thinker, and from what I've seen on like different thumbnails and like news titles and stuff like that, is that he's got a lot to say, and he intrigues a lot of people. So I'm very excited. Let's get into this one. Okay, now before I press play on this video, I did see the thumbnail and Dax looks wild in his little costume. So I don't even know what to expect, except that I've seen him say that this is the most important song he's ever done, or the most important video, or both. So I'm excited. Okay, here we go.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
Hold on. Whoa, okay. I have a feeling this is gonna be super deep. I love that quote that he just said. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna think too much about it.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time, the life.
Did I see that right?
An infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end.
Narrow Heights School.
More than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we live doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused.
Approaching the thought that someday we all die. Whew. Let's go, Dax.
When I look in the sky, what is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive.
Bachelor of Arts in Communications.
But the things we give.
Wait, does he really have that degree? Do you guys know?
Pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go.
It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. That's beautiful.
That hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives.
Oh, everyone dies, but not everyone lives. And we can't fit the shoes as we did when we were kids. Like, wow, that hits me in a hard place.
And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands.
Wow.
I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for...
I'm giving my love to the people that love me for who I am. That's so important. That's so important. And that's something I learned way later in life. And I'm still learning today because I have a really hard time cutting people off and letting go of people that don't not serve me, but serve my journey and my purpose and my happiness. Like that's a really hard thing to do.
Giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever.
Look at that girl. People really do that. I really have seen someone do that.
I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say leave it up to fate. Well, fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause.
Look at that imagery, you guys. That's...
But at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause. Because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace, we 9 to...
Okay, really quick, I want to touch on what he said. Not really quick, I'm going to keep stopping, but you guys know what the deal is. Let's just hear it again first.
Just a game we can turn on and off.
Okay, that life is just a game that we can turn on and off. And the reason I wanted to stop there is because that's definitely a thought that I've had a lot, especially because I work a 9 to 5. And then after my 9 to 5, I'm doing college from like 5 to 9. And then from like 9 to whenever I can actually fall asleep, I'm trying to fit in things that make me feel good. So with the turning life on and off, I feel like I can... At some point, I felt like I could turn it off once I clocked in and then turn it back on once I clocked out and like still figure space and time for everything else. And my energy has dwindled so much over the last few years, and it really is like that. But we can't turn it on and off. It's there whether we want it to be there or not.
And spend it for applause because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged, and that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves.
Wow.
Full of hopes and dreams that
what I was just talking about. Dax is reading my mind. Okay, seriously, like that's heavy. Look how joyful this lady is right here. And just how engulfed in his art. And then as soon as I walked through this door.
richest place you'll find is at the graves full of hopes and dreams.
And really quick, let's talk about the lighting of each of these rooms. On the left, it's so bright and it's like, you know, that room that you walk in that's like that in the middle of the day, and it's just like so comfortable and like relaxing. And then there's light in the rooms on the right, but that's like, it's dull, it's lifeless, it's shadows with a little lamp on the desk. Oh, that's so intense.
People never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed. And when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control.
That's her? Oh, time passes by so quickly, guys. It really does. And this is me also speaking to myself. Don't waste any more time. I've wasted a lot of time. I still do. I still have to think about this consciously every day and remind myself not to. This is really heavy, guys.
Decayed, and when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no one else to blame, is the day that we change. It's eternity, no way, no way. Eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way.
Wow.
It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way.
What are you doing?
Whoa. That was beautiful. All right, we're gonna hear that one more time, guys, because I really like that.
Eternity, no way, no way. Eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way.
Beautiful.
What are you doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking? And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys. That was insane. That was actually insane. And I actually believe the thing that DAX said in his post previous to this coming out about being the most important thing he's ever made. Because that was important. That's important. That's so important. And I hope that you guys, like me, I'm going to share this with everyone you know and love, or hate, or dislike, or know sometimes, because it's such a crazy message and it's so simple. And you would think it was cliche if he just said that outright, like, time is short, eternity is forever, and this is all temporary. Like, but the way he put it into this song, the way that he structured it musically, I mean, wow. And then that bridge at the end, I want you guys to listen to it again and close your eyes, because it's seriously like, it like lifts you out of your body. Like, I'm gonna do that again right now for like 20 minutes because it's like a meditation video. That was just so thought-provoking, and it allows us to have the conversation, which is why I even got into Hangover Gang in the first place. I don't know if Dax is part of that. I'm sure he's just associated with Tom because they're friends and they make music together. But wow, guys, I need more of that. Comment below anything of Dax that you want me to go into, because that was a beautiful message. It was a beautiful way to portray that, and I'm so glad that I got to see that, even though it was a little bit late on the release. So thank you guys for being here with me today. I'm just so full of emotion and like thoughts right now that I can't even speak, but thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.